Hello, English 111 online students. Hope you are doing well. Hope you survived the storm and all that kind of fun stuff. We are looking at week 4. Week 4. I listened to week 3 and I had lots of talking a little too loud. So I'll see if I can do better this time. Anyway, so week 4. What are we doing this week? You have some mind tap reading to do, which you have until the 6th of February. We'll look at that in a second. So last week we did the rough draft of just the first paragraph. So this week you're going to finish the rough draft of paper 1. It's actually something you should have been working on last week because it is due on Monday, February 1st. That was announced last week. You should be aware of that. Also this week is that you're going to post the peer reviews of, we're going to do the peer reviews of paper 1. We'll do that through the discussion forum. I'll show you how that works in a minute. That needs to be completed by the 3rd of February, and again, at 11:55. Everything's due at 11:55 p.m. So again, what do you need to do this week? You need to submit your rough draft of paper 1, which is due Monday, February 1st, by 11:55 p.m. Again, everything needs to be submitted through Moodle. Don't email it to me. Don't send me a Google Doc. None of that stuff. You need to submit it through Moodle. And then also you need to complete 2 peer reviews of paper 1 via the discussion forum by the February the 3rd. Yeah, so that's what's going on this week. So let's go over a couple of things here. First of all, the Mind Tap reading. So for this week, we are week 4. So if you go to Mind Tap, and I've already loaded it up here for the sake of speed, you notice that week 4, we just have the 1 chapter to read, drafting and revising, creative thinking, and critical thinking. So because you are going to be, this is the first draft, week 4's reading is going to help you when you go to revise it. So again, for this first assignment, you're going to write a rough draft. You're going to have people give you feedback on it, and then you're going to rewrite it, clean it all up, and make it just as nice and as perfect it can be for the final draft. So that's the plan. So for week 4, there are no quizzes. You're welcome because you have to write a full paper, but there is reading to do. So let's go back to our class. When you go to submit your rough draft of paper 1, it's done through Moodle. Again, to do that, you click on this link right here. Boop. Okay, this is how you're going to be graded. Now for this one, from here on out, you need to make sure you are using MLA format and you're doing it properly. Okay? MLA formatting, and you're doing it properly, perfectly. Oh no, I don't know how to do that. Yes, you do. There is that video. I'll show you again here in just a second. Watch the video, look at the example, and you'll be fine. In addition, for this, you just need to make sure you have the page length. You have to have at least 2 full pages, but less than 5. Okay, that's all you're getting graded on for this first rough draft. Make sure the MLA formatting is correct, which can be tricky. And then at least make sure you have at least 2 full pages, but less than 5. Again, to add your submission, you just click on Add Submission, and it will load up. And then the easiest way to do this is just go to your little documents here, find your paper, and then you just drag and drop it. Pow! And then you hit Save Changes. I'm not going to hit the Save Changes because I'm not doing that right now. Now, for the MLA formatting, once again, to help you, if you go to Resources, so this is the top of our page, if you go to Resources, click here, and you'll notice, if you go down to the 3rd one, to see how to set up the start of an MLA paper, watch this, right here. Watch this video. It walks you through, step by step, on how to set up your MLA formatting. Step by step, follow this. It'll help you immensely. In addition, there is an example right here, MLA formatting example. When you're done, the top of your paper should look like this, in this order. See how this is all the same font. This is not different from this. All this is double spaced. Notice the dates in a particular format. Okay, why am I being so picky? I'll explain later in class, but you need to do this. You need to do this exactly right. That is part of the assignment. That's part of the skills we're learning in this class. So, again, we've talked about this in previous things, so I'm not going to spend a lot more time, but you have those things. Now, if you pull up your paper and it does not look like this, okay, you've done something wrong. Go back and watch that video. Yeah, that's not so good. Okay, we want to make sure we're doing that correctly. So let's go back to week 4. Okay, so we've talked about the Mind Tap reading. We talked about the rough draft. Now, once you're done with your rough draft, not only are you going to submit it here, but you're also going to submit it here. You're going to submit it 2 different places. Okay. Now the narration, this rough draft is worth 20% of the paper's overall total. The first one, the one that was here, where was it? The rough draft, that was worth 10%. And then the final part of it will be worth 70%. 70%, the final, okay? So it all counts. Now, for the narration rough draft, you're going to submit your paper, again, for other people to read. So how you do that is you click on this. Whoop. Okay, you're going to add a new discussion topic. Okay? And then you're going to Jason, oops, I can almost spell my name, Morgan's full narrative paper. And then you have to see the little red star here. That means you have to write something here. This is my paper. Okay, and then the paper itself needs to be attached down here, just like we did before. You just go to this, and then you go to this, and you drag and drop it, and it's there. Then you post it to the form. Ta-da. Just like we did last time. So we've already explained how to do the forms, but again, that's how you do it. Now note, what you're going to be doing when you're going to read 2 other people's papers, and you're going to look for the following. Are there any glaring spelling or grammar issues? Give them feedback on that. Is it clear why they are sharing this story? Remember, that's part of the assignment. It's, we want to make sure, why are you telling me this story as opposed to other stories? Did they use at least one of the 2 prompts for this assignment? As I'm reading some of the opening paragraphs, some people are just kind of writing whatever they want. No, there's 2 prompts. I'll share where that is in just a second. And list at least 3 things they did well. It's really easy to find things that people did wrong. It can be a little more challenging to find things they did correctly. So back to the 2 prompts. Well, what are the 2 prompts? Again, if we go back to English 111, our main page here, when this assignment was first introduced here in week 2, the narrative paper assignment, if you click on this, it'll then bring up the assignment. So again, option A, these are the 2 different options. Okay, you need to write a story based on this one or based on this one. Again, 2 to 5 pages, double-spaced, Times New Roman size 12, MLA formatting standards. Yeah, that's important. Okay, so let's go back. So let's see, week 4. So that's basically it for week 4. Okay. Keep in mind, then when we peek ahead to week 5, we're going to introduce the next paper. What, already? Yeah, you're welcome. There'll be more mind tap for next week. You'll begin working on the thesis for your rough draft for the next paper, which I'll explain next week, so don't worry about that for this week. But then you have to finish the final draft of paper 1. You have all the way till the 12th of February. So once you get your feedback here from 2 students, which will be done by the 3rd, you have from the 3rd until the 12th to make it all nicey nice and to clean it up and make it as beautiful as possible. And that's important, which we'll go over next week because that's a big part of your grade. So there is week 4. I am going to post one other video to explain why I'm being such a stickler on the details. So watch that. You'll see it posted here under week 4 as well. All right, thanks.